Hey, welcome to Butcher Bay Rejects. I'm Mark.
I'm Greg. How you doing, nerds?
What's up, bud? What's up?
Not much with you. You ready to set the world on fire?
Always.
All
We always
right,
got shit to do.
we do. Speaking of shit and end of days, we got two episodes of The Last of Us: Endure and Survive, and Kin. Bad Batch, three episodes, eight,
Yep.
9, 10. Episodes 1 and 2 of Picard, season 3, final season
Yeah.
of Picard. And Last of Us, oh boy. Now that was probably episode 5 was probably my best one yet. There was so much going on, between the two brothers and your friend Melanie Linsky there from
Oof.
Two and a
Yeah.
Half Men. Wow. And of course we got to see what do you call him, a bloater. And apparently these guys, he's been 20 years underground, so these bloaters, their skin gets fungi on top of fungi, so it becomes like armor. So you can't
Yeah.
kill him, you can't shoot him in the head.
No, they're like just hulks.
Yep, the Hulkbuster armor he's basically got on. But
Pretty much.
yeah, this episode, I mean, I love that line that the Melanie Linsky character says when she's about to kill. She goes, "You don't fuck with fate." And the second fate comes to bite her in the ass because she fucked with fate. She took her whole damn small army to kill one person, really, and got them all killed. So
yeah, especially
I
in
love
an unknown zone and just
Yeah.
like
Yeah, you got the world's oldest sniper there. Like this is the guy you want an end game in Fortnite, but you never fucking get for some reason. It's always a guy who's a
no
pretty good
kidding.
shot, zipping him by your earlobe. But this
Yeah.
guy couldn't hit anything. But
No. I mean that
fucking,
whole episode it was
fucking
just
camper. Sorry, I had to get it out.
No, but I mean, you got this one guy who's just, you got they're trying to get through, and they got their plan, but I mean, Kathleen is just, I mean, I understand you're upset that your brother died or was given up and whatnot, but everything she's making is emotional, and everybody is following her thinks she's you know, the second coming of MacArthur, and no, she's leading you all into
Yeah, those
down the drain.
yeah, those people
Literally.
those people had it. I was kind of taken aback a bit by the brutality when they overrun the the federal forces. I was like, God damn, like that.
Oh yeah.
What's scary was that's probably exactly what would happen. Like they were just killing them left with anything and everything, and then but it turns out that was her name Kathleen? Is that her?
Yeah.
She basically
Kathleen.
employed the tactics of that they did. We got to see another.
They became Fedra.
Yeah, they got to see another Fortnite moment there with the cow catcher, and she's plowing through.
Oh, yeah.
That's basically what they were doing. I mean, so oh man, that episode, and then the heartbreak of the kid getting bit, and
Oh God, yeah.
Especially
Especially with Ellie trying to save him by mixing her blood with his, right?
yeah, kind of had an idea that wouldn't work, but
Wouldn't work.
hey, it was worth a shot, right? I mean,
Well, I mean, anything's worth a shot, you know.
oh yeah, it
But
was brutal. It was brutal. I mean, and then he
with
shoots him.
that clicker, that little kid clicker going through the car.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no. This episode had everything. And then the older brother shoots himself because he can't take what he did. I mean, geez.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah. That was emotion flying all over the place on that one.
Oh yeah, that was a top-notch episode.
Yeah.
And of course, you can't expect episode 6 to follow suit, but
Well, you know what? Episode 6 was a good setup for what I'm guessing is going to be home base from now on, right?
oh yeah, probably for a bit. I mean, he does reunite with his brother finally, and we see the first of his panic attacks because he lost his daughter. He doesn't want to lose Ellie, and he's afraid to bring her to
Well,
town.
it's the first time we see him break down, right? Because he's always been, stone cold, and now he's just kind of like.
Oh no, yeah, those were actual panic attacks that he was having, like that.
Yeah.
That's he couldn't handle it, so he asked his brother to go because he's old. He's old. He's not as sharp as.
Oh, he's afraid he's lost a step and he can't do it.
Yeah.
Until he basically Ellie tells him to sack up.
Yeah. Yes, she did.
God, I love that kid.
Yeah, she was great in Game of Thrones, and she's great. Yeah, she loves actually telling off adults. I've come
Yeah,
to
pretty
see in
much.
both shows. You know.
Yeah, there's a trend there. There's a trend there.
Yeah, she's
But
so damn good at it too.
but it's like, this is a, I mean, when you see this community, it's kind of interesting because this is like the first community that you see that actually looks like it's prospering and doesn't look like it's
Yeah, and in case you're
on the verge of
wondering,
collapse.
yeah, how women take care of their periods during the apocalypse,
Oh,
we kind of
geez,
find
yeah.
out. Didn't really need to know, and actually, I didn't know what I was looking at. I'm not too up on these things. I thought it was a
I saw that and
diaphragm.
I
I thought it
just
was a
went,
diaphragm.
oh man,
I
they
thought it was a
went there.
diaphragm, and I'm like, oh no, they expect her to have sex. Oh.
No,
But then
no,
I
the
realized,
cup,
oh wait a minute, that
the
must be
cup.
for menstrual flow or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yes, so I guess they plant because
Just
people
the
are
look at her
wondering,
face. It's
yeah,
just like,
hey, how do you guys do that? I mean, so there you know, for all these idiots who are wondering, they finally made a scene for you.
oh, I loved it.
Jesus. And then of course they go to find Firefly HQ, but they're not there. And then these band
No,
of
that,
rovers show up, and then Joel gets shot in the gut.
well, stabbed in
And
the gut. He was stabbed in the
oh
gut.
yeah, stabbed. Yeah, he had the adrenaline going, so he didn't notice the knife protruding out of his
Was
belly.
it a knife? No, I thought it was
Well,
just like a peg of some kind, like a
no,
wooden.
no, it's like a shiv. The guy that ran up
Okay.
to him, he got him before he got.
Okay.
But the adrenaline, he just didn't, which I hear happens in real life. Okay,
Well,
don't
yeah,
you don't realize till a couple of seconds later you've been stabbed. And
yeah.
well, did you see the trailer for next week?
No, I haven't yet.
Okay,
So I'm
yeah,
kind
it
of
looks well. I think they're going more of a flashback. Like I don't think we're going to get off the hook to see how she gets him to safety and whatnot. I'm
hmm
guessing maybe the horse helps drag him because there's no way she could drag him.
No,
So
no, no, no.
I'm guessing she ties up his feet. But in the trailer, I see that it's mainly like takes her back to when she was training. I don't know what they called it. They was she training to be a Firefly or Fedra? I can't remember. Like when they first were holding her
Fedra, I
captive to
believe.
see if
I
she
think
was
she
going to
was
turn.
Fedra.
Well, the Firefly, yeah, but I think she was planted there, right, by the head Firefly. I think, like,
Possibly. I'm not
yeah,
sure.
yeah. Well, yeah, that's what's happening next week. It's more of a flashback.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's kind of interesting because like this is not necessarily like you think Last of Us, right? And it's this like dystopian kind of thing, but it's more of a drama than anything, right?
Yeah,
Than like a horror or because I mean it's a bit of a horror game. You go out and then you get attacked and you got to kill.
yeah, yeah.
So
Basically, yeah, you got to look out for the living and the fungi people, and the bloaters and clickers running around.
yeah.
So,
Well, let me ask you this because I know you were the huge Walking Dead fan.
mhm.
How does do these two compare? Do they parallel each other? Is it?
Well, yeah, kinda. Like I was at one point, I was like wondering, okay, where they got to show where these people are getting their food. They're not getting their food, and I was like, come on, this is bullshit. And then one season, they gave me the episode I was wanting, and then I didn't want it anymore because it's all about cannibalism. So, so I'm
Oops.
hoping, yeah, this doesn't compare. But no, but Walking Dead was just more vicious. Like it was much more killing and zombie guts flying around. But basically, same premise that the living are
Yeah.
probably more dangerous. Like who's ever left or the killer of the killers, right? Kind of like in
Yeah.
Walking Dead. Like if
Well,
you've
Walking Dead,
survived 20
it felt
years.
like much more savage.
Oh yeah, yeah, much. Yeah, this doesn't have much violence, and I heard they did that on purpose. Like there's much more violence in the video game, so I heard maybe they didn't want to be a carbon copy of Walking Dead, maybe. So
Possibly,
they
possibly.
cut
I
back
mean, I
on
can
it.
understand that, right? Because
Yeah,
I mean, you're dealing with technically zombies, even though
yeah,
their
they
origin is different.
yeah, like these ones, yeah, run fast. In Walking Dead, they didn't, but we had herds in Walking Dead, and there's other than the one we saw in episode 5, but they were just Fedra just buried them underground and take care of that problem later.
Yeah, yeah.
But
But I mean, what I like about this story is a little bit more interesting, where you got to watch where you tread because the fungus is actually a hive mind.
yeah, exactly. And they send out feelers to tell them where you are. Like if you don't make a
Yeah,
sound in Walking Dead, they don't hear you. They don't know where you are really. Like.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
exactly. So it's not there's no I guess you could say organizational structure to it.
Oh no. By the
In
end
The
of
Walking
Walking
Dead.
Dead, they were using herds as they were weaponizing the herds. They would just lead them to attack,
Yeah.
as cover, and then they would dress up as them. They would pour blood on them, and they would skin them and put the dead walkers' masks on them. They really got inventive, near the end. But
Yeah, so to me actually, I find what's going on in The Last of Us much more horrifying than The Walking Dead. Because in the like you said in that point, the Walking Dead were just feral. That was it. There was nothing more than that.
yeah,
They
and
were tamed, or they were trained or whatever. Some were on leashes, if I remember
yeah,
correctly.
and like in Walking Dead later on, if you got bit, it wasn't the end of the world. They would just quickly cut off your arm or leg wherever you got bit. That doesn't look like you can do this. Like once you're bit here by these
No, that's
guys, you're
infection,
done.
and that's
Yeah,
done.
you're
Yeah.
done. So there's no hope for you.
So yeah, so to me, that's a lot more horrifying than just we woke up and it's all zombies. Okay,
Yeah,
where's my gun?
yeah.
You know what I mean? Whereas this is just, I almost expect to hear like Martha Vandella is Nowhere to Run To
Yeah,
playing in the background
yeah.
somewhere.
That girl driving the cowcatcher should have been playing that as she was tearing through the rusted hulk of those cars. Nowhere to
Nah.
run to, nowhere to run.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so at least they're doing a good job of keeping us entertained. And still, Pedro Pascal looks like a older Burt Reynolds.
Yeah. I'd like to see him wearing a Trans Am and a cowboy hat.
He could almost be the only one that could redo Smokey and the Bandit.
Not they should ever do it, but
Not that they should ever do it, no. But could you imagine? Oh, this would be funny. Like, Fast and the Furious, and then Pedro Pascal goes driving by him in a Trans Am and a cowboy hat going, nice ride,
yeah.
That would be interesting, just as a little pop in for the last Fast and the Furious.
I think there's only, for some strange reason, only 9 episodes in this series. I don't know why not 10, but it looks like nine is the limit.
I see 9. Yeah,
that's too bad. Okay, so we got 3 left.
oh, well, have they said if they were?
No, I didn't see that announcement, but to me that's a foregone conclusion.
I would think so, right?
Yeah.
Okay, on to the Bad Batch.
Baddest of batches. Yeah, well, you kick this one off because I don't know. I don't feel much structure to this season as last. It seems to be these standalone episodes and maybe.
It does. But the thing is, they're all standalone episodes that revolve around the Empire's plans to do the Stormtrooper. The Stormtrooper protocol versus the clone protocol. Because I didn't really recognize this until they say it. They said it in the last episode where when Palpatine kind of turned the whole thing around on him, and at the end of the first of the Truth and Consequences, that we were going to bring in the stormtroopers, and that the clones were not considered stormtroopers; they were just considered clones.
Yep.
So, I think there's just a whole lot of. I mean, it's all the politicking, right? That's going on. So, this all happens before A New Hope, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So. We're seeing the rebellion being formed and the reasons why the rebellion's being formed, and so I think there's they are little kind of individual things, but I think it's all part of they're all little cogs of a greater machine. they don't quite leave it as I guess you could say obvious as it is, but yeah, it was fun to see him get onto Coruscant.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Echo decides to stay behind. That was I think the batch is getting smaller,
Yeah. Yeah. Keep losing members.
much to Omega's distraught.
Yes.
She was longing for family, right? And family's walking away, and she doesn't like it.
Yeah,
But
and their ship was their home, and then they got that stolen from them. Right?
oh, geez, yeah. Yeah, she lost it on that one.
Just want to throw that kid in the flames. Oh boy.
Well, I mean, again, that was another example of people taking advantage when the Empire's not looking, and reason for, guys like the Bad Batch to do what's right. That guy Mako is just completely doing a. Why is it? I always think of what you might call it there, a Den of Thieves.
Gerard Butler.
No. Was that old Oliver Twist?
Oh, where do you go from Den of Thieves to Oliver Twist? What's the connection?
Oliver Twist was a Den of Thieves.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the movie with Gerard Butler.
No.
Which I just rewatched again, by the way. Good movie.
It was a great movie.
Yeah.
But Mako's running this Den of Thieves while they're trying to think, and he's shortchanging them while he gets all the profit.
Yeah. He was basically the space Fagin, right? I guess.
Yeah, exactly. You see him eating. Like, fuck, could he shovel down more food?
Yeah, with that little, I don't know if that was, did he have a robotic hand? Or was that just a
something
claw?
like that? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Just if he's hammering back drinks, I'm like, oh fuck, you're just a fucking hog. And then everybody, top earner gets a bowl of soup. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
That's like, I mean, reality, if you really want to look at things, that's a pretty dark situation to be in, right?
Yeah.
Even though it's a cartoon and everybody's, fight. If you don't steal enough, when you steal enough, you get a bowl of soup.
Yeah, and like Oliver Twist, there's no, please sir, can I have some more?
No. Then you have everybody else fighting for the second bowl.
Yeah.
So it's like. And then when the Bad Batch finally gets there, and they're just sitting in the hangar bay. Oh, let's put the ship back together. No one's coming around. They're just like, put the hyperdrive in. Yeah. I'm like, wow, tight ship these guys are.
Yeah.
These Den of Thieves are holding. But like you said, when they find out that he's been holding back. That's the number one rule. Take care of your people. Then they don't fuck you over after.
Yeah. He was kind of cornered on that bridge there. But glad he got
you knew he was going into the shit, right?
He got what was coming to him.
Exactly. He was a prick, and he got God.
Yep.
Done. But we got 5 more episodes? 6 more episodes?
There's 16. 16 eps. So 6 more left.
I'm guessing we're going to come back around to what's going on with the Empire and the clones. I mean, we got that one senator that's trying to make the clone, recognize the clones as citizens. I don't know how much that's going to go over.
Yeah.
But I mean, talk about pure politicking, how Palpatine just twisted that around, right? When Rampart was shown to be the one that destroyed Camino,
mm-hmm.
And then you had the Emperor going, see, and look how quickly those clones followed his rule. They can't be trusted.
Yeah, and he threw him under the bus pretty quick.
Oh, did he ever? And then he says, now it's time for the stormtrooper. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. It's all good. So shall we fly from one star to the other?
Yes, let's do episode 1 and 2, The Next Generation and Disengage.
Yes, thank you,
So,
Picard.
Yeah, we got a little return of Bev Crusher there.
And she got real badass too.
Yeah, she did. That's not the one I remember from Next Gen, that's for sure.
No. She was just
I mean, we only find out in the episode 2 who
the young man with her is.
Yes, judging by his accent and his look, I guess it was.
Well, I mean, Riker's going, you are seeing what I'm seeing, right?
Yeah, I don't know how many times he kept saying it to him. But
come on, Jean-Luc.
But I mean, I read an article, but you watched all Next Gen. They never really I know they're going to do a secret scene, but they never really got together, right? They tried or something on Next Generation?
They tried, but it never worked out.
Yeah,
but,
so obviously he went to her sleeping bay and, one night. Okay.
One night, one Saurian brandy too many, and away you went.
Yeah, I kind of like that scene where they did the non-verbal, like they had that one moment to exchange glances, and he's like, "How the fuck could you not tell?" That was some pretty good acting because they were saying a lot there without saying.
Oh
anything.
Yeah, no, those looks gave everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That was pretty well done,
and I love how Riker and Picard are like, they're like Riggs and Murtaugh right now.
Yeah, of course. It's
a buddy cop thing.
Yeah, and that fucking, it looks like there's big douchebags in space. Like, this is not Gene Roddenberry's vision. That dick, that fucking captain is the biggest.
Oh yeah, Shaw.
Oh god, in the galaxy. Like, what? I thought this was supposed to be more evolved than we are. Yet they're still there. And Raffi is still annoying the fuck out of me. I can't handle her. I'm sorry. I just can't handle that character. No, I was almost wishing she was back on the yayo, like in that first episode. I'm like, I knew it. Oh, fucking Raffi. I mean, of course, she does have to do it to get that Ferengi to know that she's not, a Starfleet. So she actually did do it, through the eyeball, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Okay.
But were you surprised to see who her handler was?
Well, yeah, I knew he was showing up, but I didn't think Worf would be her handler.
Yeah, neither did I. But man, did he come in like a ninja or what?
Yeah. I like him with the. He looks like a. Geez, is he Romulan or Vulcan? I can't remember. He's Romulan, right?
Worf? No, he's Klingon.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, he looked like a Klingon Witcher there with his hair like.
Yeah,
that,
exactly. It was like, no, that everything about that was these two episodes. I mean, we could jump back and forth on all kinds of things. Like I said, you got Captain Shaw, who doesn't give a shit about the two relics that are on his ship. He's
meanwhile,
like,
one's an admiral and captain himself, and he's treating them like they're nothing. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Synthetic. You called them synthetic, right, or something? Or someone called Picard synthetic. I forget.
No, that was what's her name?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, who have
in your synthetic glory.
Yeah, where does she come? Like, what's this new ship? Like, you just can't introduce something like that.
Look at her smoking a blunt on the fucking bridge.
Exactly.
And she looks like she is getting stoned. Like she's like, you're gonna run. Oh, great. And we're gonna see, just how good Crash LaForge is.
Yeah, Crash. Yeah, hope she doesn't live up to her name.
Yeah. No, but I mean, like I said, the whole thing is like, even when they tried to strong arm Shaw, he was having nothing of it, right? Because he knew that you have a history of crashing ships and destroying things. You think I'm going to let that happen? So it's like, Oh man.
It is not that okay, so the captain, does she not remind you of Amanda Plummer, like from Quentin Tarantino's movie there? What's the one with she played Honey Bun or something?
I can't
Uh,
remember.
oh yeah, okay, I can't remember the name of Quentin Tarantino's movie. Oh Jesus, it'll come to me. Okay.
Well, I mean, Amanda Plummer. She is the actor that's playing.
Oh, that is her. Okay,
Yeah,
okay, that's what. Okay, good, because I thought, okay, they have to be sisters or something, but I hadn't seen her in so long that I didn't recognize. But I said no, they have to be related, and okay, so it is her.
yeah.
Pulp
Captain
Fiction, Pulp
Vatic.
Fiction. Yeah, I'm looking at Pulp Fiction. That's the one I'm
Yeah,
thinking of. The
Captain
movie that she
Vatic.
was in. Okay.
Yeah, but
Well, that means her father, then Christopher Plummer, was also in Star Trek.
yes, he was.
Try havoc. Let's slip the
The,
dogs
the
of
Dogs of
war.
War. Yeah, oh, that was such a good. That was such a good movie. Kirk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Once more
But have
into the
we?
breach.
Yeah, but she. This is the first time like they're not dealing with like I guess you could say a territorial strike force or whatnot. These are bounty hunters,
Yeah.
you know, and bounty hunters with some serious weaponry.
Yeah. I hope this doesn't turn out to be kind of like Wrath. Was it not Rathacon? Was it Rathacon where Kirk's son gets killed?
Or was that Search for Spock?
Okay, yeah, it was, yeah, and
I think that was Search for
that's when
Spock.
he developed his hatred for Klingons, right? And so I hope there's not
Yeah, yeah. Now, my guess is this is gonna because I mean we got to get the rest of the gang together, right?
yeah.
So my guess is this is gonna turn into Star Trek meets the Expendables.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I mean, once you get Worf in with everybody, and like LaForge gets back, and they start working together. And
Was
considering how they're kind of treating each other as equals, even though Admiral and all that sort of thing. Like Riker doesn't treat him like an admiral. He treats him like a friend. Like your buddy, like you and I would have treated each other.
Oh yeah, you can tell those two idiots were just laughing off scene.
Oh
They
yeah.
call action, and they were still like joking around.
Oh yeah. Well, I saw Jonathan Frakes on Michael Rosenbaum's podcast, and he says like all of them are the worst. Like they would joke, they would be joking and fooling around everybody right up until they called action.
Yeah, which is unlike, if you remember when Picard, when Patrick Stewart started on Next Generation, he was actually mad at them for joking around. You remember,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
he later obviously came around to,
Well, yeah.
so now it must be fun for him to, knowing it's the last season. And
I love the line when they were when they get onto Beverly's ship, and somebody's coming through, and it's like Picard's hands are not steady, and Riker's knees are shot. He goes, as long as you don't have to shoot and I don't have to run, we're fine.
yeah,
I mean, oh yeah, they're just thing. And you know what? The guy that plays Jack Crusher, he's pretty charismatic.
yeah, I know him from Downton Abbey and Outlander, but yeah,
Okay,
that's why. But that dumb haircut, I couldn't place him. I'm like, oh, I know this guy. I'm like, it was a fail because I had to look it up. But I'm like, oh
right.
yeah, but yeah, he's been around. So I'm glad to
Yeah,
see. I wonder how long he had to keep that a secret.
yeah. But no, this is. I'm like I said, I'm looking forward to the next ones, and I'm like, oh come on, let's go. The weeks can't go by fast enough.
Yep, no Netflix dumping it on you all at once for this show. It's
Well, you know what? I bet you anything that if you watch this from start to finish, after all the episodes are there, it will seem like a really big movie because it doesn't play off episodically, right? It doesn't feel episodic.
Yeah.
You know, like when they get to the end of an episode, you're just hanging on the edge of like what's going to happen next. So it's like, ugh. So I think if you play this like, you know, soup to nuts, it's just going to play out like a really big action movie. You're just going to be like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Looking forward to more.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to have, I mean, they said this is the last season.
Yes.
You know, it's not going to go any further. So they have to make it like just, they got to put it on the Top Gun Maverick level. They really do.
Talk to me, Goose. Well, you probably were happy when you saw the news that Ted Lasso finally had a release date.
Oh, did I not? Was I ever? It's soon,
month,
too.
March 15.
March 15th.
No word yet.
And we got a few on the first, right? We got...
well, Mandalorian.
Mandalorian comes on the first.
Well, Survivor season 44.
Yep, Survivor too.
But yeah, March 15th.
Let's see who goofs that. Who fucks that one up pretty good.
Yeah, well, Ted Lasso was originally planned for three seasons, but you know, since it's the only hit Apple has, they'll probably throw life-changing money at Jason Sudeikis,
no kidding.
which is what they have the biggest bank account in the world. So I would not be surprised.
No kidding.
If it goes.
No kidding.
But we've had to wait well over a year for this one, a year and a half just for this season.
Yeah. And I love their trailer. I believe someone's watching us believe.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I can't remember the exact quote.
Start getting actual trailers, you know, for the show.
Yeah. But no, it's gonna be interesting. Nate the Great over on the other side, on the dark side.
And
do you think Ted brings him back?
I don't know. You know me. I don't. I just, you know.
Is there going to be a crying hug in there somewhere?
Don't. You know me. I don't. I'm still stick to my story. I didn't buy the whole turn. Whatever. I know you had to make it, but I just don't buy it. So yeah, ultimately, yes, I would like that, but that ending, but only because I never bought it. Some other news: the Marvels, for some stupid reason, has changed from July to November 10th. So. That's
Jesus Christ.
We're looking forward to see Brie Larson again. You got to wait a little bit longer, people. July to November 10.
Have you been out to Ant-Man yet?
No, I was going to, but I'm going to try this. I'm off next week, so I'm going to try. But
same here.
But I have not.
Same here. I'm off the next 2 weeks.
Seen it yet.
We'll meet up and go.
That's I mean, I don't have any more news than that, and I've been combing for news for the last 2 weeks. So unless you got something,
it's been quiet.
Yeah.
It's been quiet. Nothing, not a whole lot happening. I'm just having some fun playing with Unreal Engine. Trying to make some 3D stuff with it. Gonna make a game. I'm gonna make my own Fortnite.
Okay, good. Just bring back all the OP weapons. That's all I ask. No hammers, no Dekus, no Nimbus.
No.
If
Snipers.
If it's a solo game,
assault rifle.
Yeah, if it's a solo game, you can't hire NPCs. If it's no build, there shouldn't be porta-fort. You know, just go back to the beginning. You know, everyone and their grandmother's hiring an NPC, for God's sakes. And from the last update, they really increased the the speed of everything. Those NPCs, the firepower, everything.
Yeah. Although I do like the whole heat thing, where if you get past 2 flames, you basically heal.
Yeah.
Right off. You know, you take a few seconds and then you start healing. So it's like, okay, carry more weapons.
Well, yeah, and the new season's going to be like ending on a Wednesday. Like they changed it from the weekend to midweek. So I'm like, okay, guys, you're not going to get many people for that unless there's no, again, there's no
event.
Yeah, there's no event, but I guess the downtime's going to be quite a while then, I guess, like leading into the next day.
Yeah, it'll be an overnighter. But yeah, I won one today where me and the last guy, and he's building up a storm, Storm starts moving. He steps off his build and dies.
What were you doing in build? A mistake, or you
Uh,
intentionally went into build?
a lot less cheaters in build.
Well, and with snipers back, yeah. I mean, you know, you're a sitting duck out there, no builds with snipers back. I can tell you that.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, no build. I find a lot of like, just you're dinging somebody like close up with like an epic weapon, and then they two shot you and you're dead.
Yeah.
And then you see their stats and they still got like, all their health and half a shield. Sorry.
Yep.
There's just a lot of that going on. So I decided, okay, well, let's go back to build, and there's enough in there to shatter off the builds. So it's,
Well, yeah, no, that was hammers. I mean, fuck, if we had hammers back in the day when we were playing build, I mean, you just go at the bottom of the build and shoot straight up, and two hammers, you can keep taking down whatever that guy's putting up.
Speaking of going back old school, I took out a sky bridge, and the guy went down.
Yeah, I still see some streamers trying that.
I just saw it in the distance, like just at the edge of the storm, and I had the heavy in it on me, and I just kind of like, okay, boom.
They even
funk.
They even
I'm like, yes.
They even edit it so it looks like they're walking on a 2x4 now to not appear. You know what I mean? Like, this is how good the editing is gone. I mean, they always get discovered, but it's not like laying out a flat floor. No, they're walking on the beam. They edit to it. Edit it to a beam, and then have a sniper and try and shoot down.
Yeah, no, it was. I just saw that and I was like, oh yeah, and then you hear the thunk and then eliminated. I'm like, yes.
All right, let's not bore people with our Fortnites. Let's wrap this puppy up. Let's go eat some dinner.
Gang. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, gang. This has been Butcher Bay Rejects. I'm Mark.
Greg, see you later, nerds.
Have a good one. We'll talk to you next time. Bye. You can find us on all our social media. You can search Butcher Bay Rejects on YouTube, at Bay Rejects on Twitter, at Butcher Bay Rejects on Facebook, as well as at Butcher Bay Rejects on TikTok. You can also find us on our website, butcherbayrejects.com. And you can find us on all the podcast platforms: Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, Alexa TuneIn, iHeartRadio, and Pandora. Thank you for listening, and tune in again.